Hey, Mom.
Hey, princess. So, did you watch another movie?
I did. You're going to be very happy.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
What'd you watch?
Singing in the Rain.
Oh, that is one of my all-time
I
favorites.
know. It's so much fun. And it was a very interesting timing because it kind of plays almost like a prequel to the movie I watched yesterday, Sunset Boulevard. Even though
Mm-hmm.
it came out 2 years later, because it's about the move from silent films to sound, and Sunset Boulevard was about an actress that was thrown out of a job because of that transition. So
Yeah.
it felt very fitting to watch it afterwards.
Oh, I don't know how they found that woman that, or maybe she doesn't normally. The way she talks, she has the worst voice ever.
Yeah,
Like, she's beautiful and she talks like this. It's like,
that's she's
oh,
putting on a voice. That's not her actual voice.
that can't be her voice, but it was
It was
fabulous.
amazing. No, all the actors were great in that.
I love her. Gene Kelly, everybody in there was just amazing. I mean, that's why it's so loved because him dancing in the rain was so joyful and jovial and had this light exuberance to it, which is so hard to capture. And it was just, it just makes you feel happy watching it.
Yeah,
A grown man playing in the rain and mud puddles. It's adorable.
it's such a happy movie. It just makes you
Yeah.
feel so good. It's just a very positive, warm feeling throughout the whole thing. The dancing was fantastic.
Which particular dance number stands out to you? Which one do you like?
Um, do you remember the Moses one?
The Moses one.
They're taking diction classes,
Uh-huh.
and there's this guy who's teaching him how to speak more properly because
Uh-huh.
now there's sound on the films,
Right.
and he starts giving him tongue twisters to get better at it, and one of them is like it has like Moses noses roses or something, and then that becomes an entire song and musical number as him and his friend just start dancing around the guy, and there's something about that one that was just absolutely delightful. Debbie Reynolds didn't know how to dance.
I know that.
Gene
I
Kelly
actually know
taught
that.
her for that movie.
Yes. Yes.
Allegedly, he was brutal. He was,
Yes, he was. He was a serious taskmaster. He had a work ethic second to none, and
and he was a perfectionist.
yes, and he put her through the paces.
Yeah, and she was 19.
Yeah,
For
but adorable. That is Princess Leia's mom.
I know, I know.
I used to love what Carrie Fisher would say. She said, "My mom would walk into the closet, and then she'd come out the other side and be Debbie Reynolds." Sid Charisse, the lady in the green dress,
Yeah,
it was just amazing. Even Fred Astaire wound up working with her, and he had one of the best quotes ever for her. He says, "Once you dance with Sid Charisse, you stay danced with."
that was
She's in a musical called Bandwagon, which is amazing musical. It's amazing. Yeah, one time you need to watch it because it's got Fred Astaire and Sid Charisse in it, and it's spectacular. But Sing in
yeah,
the Rain is one of those classics that is an absolute positive must see because so many things reference it.
yeah. And that scene is very iconic. Which is interesting because she had to be taught how to smoke a cigarette. She had never done it before.
That I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she probably was addicted after
No,
that.
no, never did it again. There were some fun things I read about that. Apparently, I heard this, that they had to pause filming that scene with Sid Charisse in the veil, right?
Right.
Uh, because someone realized her pubic hair was visible through the costume.
Oh, it's a white costume. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a full stop. Costuming! Liner now! Stat!
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything that you would change or anything that you thought that they could have done better?
Honestly, the Broadway ballet. As much as I love the visuals for it's so divorced from both the plot of the movie and the plot of the movie that it's supposed to take place in within the movie. Like it makes
Right.
no sense. And I don't like I'm fine with the actual like the sequence is fantastic, but I feel like they could have put some sort of connective tissue around that sequence to make it feel more integrated in the plot.
Didn't
All they
get
had
to
to
it.
do, I think, is because the plot of what becomes the plot of the movie within the movie is that I think if I remember this correct, the actors in a play like get their head bumped and then it becomes a historical piece during like a dream sequence and then it goes back to the modern day stuff and
Right.
that's the internal like story within the story.
Right.
I feel like it would have helped if at some point during that sequence Gene Kelly gets his head bumped and that transitions to it or something so that we know where it places in this movie because we know that it's somewhere in that movie. It just doesn't you don't really understand how that fits together at all because it just feels like it's kind
They
of
might have
thrown in.
had that, but they ran out of money, maybe.
That whole Broadway ballet sequence took a month to rehearse, 2 weeks to shoot, and cost $600,000, almost a fifth of the overall budget.
That was a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
They made it all back because
Yeah.
everybody just fell in love with that movie. When people think of musicals, that's one of the number one they think of is Singing in the Rain.
Yeah. And there's a good reason for it.
Yeah.
It's a special movie. And I had fun the whole time.
Oh, you can't not have fun. If you can watch that movie and be upset, you're a miserable person. It's a great, it just can make almost anybody happy. It's a fabulous movie. I will let you go, Sweetness, and I hope you have fun.
Thanks, Mom.
And I'll talk to you really soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Love you bunches.
Love you bunches. Bye-bye.